We'll start in 3, 2, 1. If the world started to be in material crisis, such as rare earth elements, which is already a critical resources, but the country that provide these resources the most began to keep the resources to itself, then sell it with an expensive price once the global price rose. How much chaos around the world will it cause? Just because one country refused to sell their resources, the international market's balance price began to collapse. Then all the materials would have a high price. This happened on January 2026, when China has pretty much all the rare earth elements that's crucial for the world's technology. They often apply a thin quota for export and makes the global price for those elements rose highly. This can cause inequality in international markets and make the prices unbalanced. That's why today I'm siding with the affirmative team of the motion. This House prefers a world where critical resources are governed by the International Materials Agency. International Materials Agency is an international agency with a purpose to manage and look after all the resources around the world, making sure that all marketing was done transparently and fairly among countries. This will create a fair market where all countries got what they need but also sold what they have without keeping it. This agency was proposed by international organization because there isn't any international agency that focuses on managing the world's resources, which started to get rarer and rarer every day. The main arguments of me agreeing this motion is International Materials Agency can make a fair distribution of world's resources. Many countries, like America, decided to just sell their resources to the countries they're friends with. Many other countries got a high tax for export and import from America just because they don't support its policy. America won't give resources to Iran, North Korea, and other countries before they got the permission from international country. Another example is Russia that refused to give its resources, like gas energy, to countries that unfriendly, according to Russia. This will cause an unfair distribution and imbalance in the international markets, making those countries that refuse to sell their resources have more advantages than the others. Another reason is the International Markets Agency can stop resource weaponization. Weaponization here means a country that has control over raw materials use it for their advantages and international politics or economy and just usual marketing. Countries in OPEC like Indonesia or Saudi Arabia limiting their export of oil to take advantages and make it more expensive at the international market, which is counted as weaponization. Russia, as the exporter of the gas energy to Europe, refused to be exporter after both countries has conflict. With International Materials Agency, there won't be a country that has an absolute control over world resources. Lastly, International Material Agency will keep sustainability. Managing the resources by IMI will make the exploitation exploitation continue in the long term and not just for seeking profit or a country's purposes. Workers around the world that's doing the mining, storaging, often had a small payment even though the risk of their life is doing in their homework is high. Resources like lithium, cobalt, or any rare earth elements often found in a developing country like Indonesia with a low work safety policy, and there's still lots of corruption going on. This will make the government think that they need to keep costs low but maximize the output, leading in human exploitation. They need with the AMI, humans will have more payment than proper safety work policy, making them work comfortably. With those reasons, I strongly agree with the motion. Thank you.